I always have to make things weird.
You're weird.
Okay.
So me and Jasmine have been dating for a year and a half, and I thought I'd make a video about vegan dating, long distance relationships, stuff like that, and just our general advice on how other vegans can meet up and, issues with long distance relationships. So yeah, we've been dating for a year and a half, and how did we meet?
Facebook. I
Facebook?
think everyone knows how we met by now.
Yeah. So we met on Facebook. Jasmine messaged me first, and yeah, he just basically said he wanted to be friends, get to know me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a PC gamer too, just like me. She's into different games, but we had common interests, and pretty quickly, just got serious. We fell in love, and I wanted to just be like girlfriend, boyfriend at first. And, it's kind of weird to have a long distance relationship, but, I really liked you and thought it was worth it. Just
Why is
becoming,
it weird?
I don't know, just somebody from Canada, somebody from Belgium. Sometimes it's just difficult to work out,
Well, it's difficult, but it's not weird.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm weird, though.
Yeah, I'm weird too. Very, very cringy.
So I thought it was worth getting emotionally invested in her because she seemed really nice. And, with my type of occupation, it was pretty easy to just fly out there and at least meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, before we even did that, I told her that I love you. I was the first one who said that. And, yeah, and things, things got pretty serious pretty quickly.
I love how awkward you are talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, things got pretty serious pretty quickly, and we ended up meeting in person back in April, only a few months ago, really.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, meeting her first in person just felt right. Didn't seem weird at all. Like, I know some people who meet online, they don't have anything to say, and
Mm-hmm.
just the whole, dynamic of the relationship totally changes, but me and her really got along, and
Yeah, you never shut up.
Yeah, and then I'm out here again. Came in July, middle of July, and staying here for 3 months. And me and her are actually planning on getting married.
Yeah. Without the cringe, though.
Yes, without the cringe. Yeah, so I guess let's start talking about the long distance relationship thing first, because I guess that's a big thing for a lot of vegans because we're sort of few and far between. So long distance relationships, I guess some of the difficulties we've had. It's just really hard only talking on like Facebook and Skype, and it can get it hurts sometimes, like right deep in your chest that you're not together, and I guess you kind of have to decide for yourself if the person's worth that kind of pain in the long run.
Yeah.
And Jasmine's definitely worth it now. We're finally together after... How long did it take for me to actually see you in person?
A year.
Yeah, we were like apart for a year until we actually met each other in person, but in some ways it can kind of be good because all you can really do is talk, and you get to know somebody pretty well in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess one of the issues is like trust issues, because we've kind of had that. And,
yeah, well,
I
think it rather depends on the person and the history.
Yeah, that
because
too.
Because when you have a history with not having any trust in anyone, it's very difficult.
Right. You have to have a little bit of trust in the other person, and they have to trust you too, for it to kind of work out. If you think the other person's gonna like fool around with other girls or guys and cheat on you while you're apart, then it probably won't work out if there isn't really any trust. So, if you're a fairly trusting person, people do have to earn trust though too. So, and all you can really do is talk to them, kind of get a good feeling about them, and kind of trust your own intuition on things. And worked out for us.
Yep.
And other problems, you think?
Mostly rather family members or friends trying to tear you apart, or
Yeah,
not
yeah.
being trustworthy, or just talking shit about
Right.
the other person without knowing them at all.
Yeah, Jasmine's sister said some things about me, trying to convince her not to be in a relationship with me, and my mom did that a lot as well, saying it's totally not worth it, you can date other girls in Toronto. And I just never let that get to me, because I knew Jasmine was really special and she was worth meeting. So that was never a problem for me. So yeah, I guess just deciding on whether or not that particular person is really worth the pain of just not seeing them for quite some time. Getting over family members, friends kind of not agreeing with it or giving you trouble, and working out some trust issues. That's just the biggest considerations with a long-term relationship.
Yeah, and we also have it easy because you make a lot of money.
Yeah, I make a very good living, and just my job gives me so much mobility, and that's another consideration that somebody else might have to have too.
Yeah, it would make things a lot more difficult.
Yeah, so, maybe you'd have to find another job in an entirely different country, because, Canada, Belgium, it's not even, we're not even in the same country, so one of you might have to support the other for quite some time, so that might be another issue for you, but luckily we didn't have that problem. Shut up. And the next part, of course, since we're vegan, I thought we'd talk about vegan dating, and there's issues with that because vegans are few and far between. I guess the first biggest issue is deciding whether or not it's actually worth dating another vegan, because it's hard kind of finding each other. Like, for me, there's no way I could date a meat eater. I just can't handle it at this point.
Yeah,
what about you?
No, I wouldn't even want to.
Right.
I know people have like the mindset of they can change and go vegan, but it brings so much stress and
especially
friction.
Initially.
Yeah, in the beginning already, like it's not a healthy start of a relationship.
Yeah, and for me, it would give me serious trust issues because, you can't expect somebody to just go vegan straight away just because you're vegan and you're in a relationship. So you'd expect them to like cheat on their diet, and then that would give you trust issues.
I don't know. Some people just go vegan.
Yeah, some people do.
And some people just take a year, but I wouldn't be able to do that.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
But I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, it would just gross me out kissing somebody who just had like meat or cheese or dairy.
The smell and taste would make me vomit.
Yeah, so, and then again, you might have to go the long distance route if you're dating another vegan, if there just happens to be no vegans in your area. Other than that, other than the internet, a very good place to meet other vegans would be at animal activist events. In Toronto, there's the Toronto Pig Save and Direct Action Everywhere. Those are the two big groups I know of. And there's also vegan meetups that I'm involved in, like potlucks and stuff. And you can meet quite a lot of guys and girls there. There's a pretty diverse group. But you just might have to go the internet route. And the internet route isn't always a long distance thing. It might be pretty close. I know some vegans are kind of socially awkward and not very open in public.
Like you?
Like me. And you.
Yeah.
You're actually worse.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, at all.
You just pretend to not hate people, but deep down inside.
So, I'm social and I'm fluent, and that's something you're not at all. I can make conversation and you can't.
I can talk good.
All you do is respond, and you don't make conversation out of your own, except with friends, basically.
Yeah, so meeting people on the internet isn't really a bad route. And the benefit with internet dating, not necessarily even going to an internet website, just going on some vegan forum and you can meet somebody who you already know is vegan, and even if you go on a dating website, you already know their interests, whether or not they're vegan, so you can spare yourself the issue of actually going outside, dating somebody, figuring out their interests, and then, wasting tons of time and even money figuring out if you're at all compatible in any way. So, going to a dating website, figuring out if somebody's vegan and if they're into some similar stuff like you. It's also a good route.
People usually use Facebook, though.
Yeah, Facebook. We met on Facebook. It works, Good relationships start on Facebook or other social media sites.
Doesn't really matter where you meet.
Yeah.
Just becomes what you make out of it, I guess.
Yeah. Don't count out a relationship just because you met on the internet. It works. We met. We get along really well, and it's planning on making it very long term. So I'm not making a face. I don't need to fart. I farted like before I came in here.
I know. I don't think you let everything out.
Yeah, I did. So those are our tips for vegan dating and long distance dating and relationships.
We gave tips.
Kind of.
No, we didn't.
Well, yeah, we sort of did.
Oh yeah, go online for dating. Woo.
Shut up.
It's not advice.
So those are our experiences with vegan dating and long distance relationships and some of our own tips, and hopefully some of you found that helpful, and of course keep making those vegan relationship gains.
Don't fart.
Beef. What a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.